Good morning, everybody, and happy Sunday. This, the day that the Lord has made. I hope everybody is doing well. Peace and blessings to all of you this morning. Here's what I want to show you today. I have two apples. I have them here just to hold them, make it a little easier so they don't roll away. Two perfectly similar apples. They're just apples. Same size, basically same color, some minor differences, but for all intents and purposes, these apples are the same. But let's look at a little experiment on how we treat these apples. Let's pretend that these apples are like people. Sometimes people are treated differently, and let's see how that plays out, the impact that that might have on people. Apple number one, if this is an individual, I'm going to tell this apple, you are capable, you are worthy, you are amazing. I believe in you. You can do and be and achieve anything you want. Don't give up. I'm on your side. All really positive, empowering, encouraging stuff. And let's pretend that it's not an individual. Rather, instead, let's pretend it's a group of individuals. Maybe something that they all have in common, but it's a group of individuals that I say, or we together say, we are on your side always. We aren't going to do anything to stand in your way. We will always help you in any way that we can. It's a really nice way to treat either an individual or a group of people, right? So let's take a look at apple number two. Apple number two is an individual. You know what? You're this or you're that, or you're not smart enough, or you know what? Be quiet. Just get over it. Just sit down. Don't say anything. I'm going to treat you with anger and frustration and bullying and unkindness. That's how I'm treating you as an individual. Or perhaps, let's again pretend this is a group of individuals. And we're going to, as a group or as an individual, tell this particular group, you know what? We're not going to help you. We're not going to care for whatever your problems happen to be. We're going to make it hard for you based on whatever we think about you, how you look, or something else about you that we think is different. Nah, we're not going to help you. And you know what? We're even going to stand in your way sometimes. Wow. So two very similar apples treated very differently. Two individuals treated very differently. Two particular groups treated very differently. They still look the same though, don't they? But let's see how they look on the inside. Because as individuals, as people or as groups of people, treatment, whether it's positive or negative, good or bad, has a real impact on us. So let's take this first apple that I was so kind to, so empowering to. How does it look? Well, looks pretty good, doesn't it? Just looks like a good old-fashioned apple on the inside. Looks, like it should be eaten. It's got the seeds all looking nice and healthy. This apple that was treated well looks good on the inside, like an individual or a group that was treated well. Now this apple looks just the same, doesn't it? But this one that wasn't treated so well, let's see how this one looks. This other one was treated well and empowered and encouraged and not made to feel bad or inferior, and wasn't hindered, it wasn't bullied or held back. That apple was treated with consistent love and compassion and understanding and kindness. So again, this apple, this second apple, it wasn't treated well. It wasn't empowered. It was ignored and discouraged and bullied and picked on and treated poorly and held back and treated like it wasn't worthy or valuable, and that its problems as an individual or a group didn't matter, and that it should just be quiet. This is the apple that was without consistent love or compassion or understanding, kindness. Ooh, that had an impact, didn't it? Didn't treat it very well, and it didn't impact it very well. So it doesn't really look too good on the inside, where that one that was treated well does look pretty good. So, you know what? Here's the moral of the story. The kind of behavior that I described, it takes a toll on people as individuals or as a group. And it's our job as Christians, as people who follow the model and teachings of Jesus to do as he did. And that's two things. Number one, we are to treat individual people and groups of people with the Christ-like level of love, compassion, understanding, and kindness that Jesus did. That's how we are to treat people and groups of individuals. That's number one. Number two, we are to defend, protect, and stand up for individual people and groups of people who are not being treated with the appropriate amount of love, compassion, understanding, and kindness, who are treated in various mean and unfair ways. Those are the two things that we are to do if we are to call ourselves followers of Jesus. It is exactly what Jesus did. It is exactly what Jesus taught. And it is exactly what he expects from all of us as his followers. God bless you all. I love you.